enemies. And I've started making Vespene Guy. I've taken over these Vespene geysers with refineries, and I'm gonna build gas. Now, all I need is minerals at the moment, so I struck a deal with Lucia that if I produced a lot of if I produced a lot of gas from the refineries, I would give it to him in exchange for some minerals so that I can make more of these Hellions. And that was a perfect tactic so that we could optimize our resource gathering so that we could do a lot of damage. As we can see, they still got the roaches and Zerglings in this area. They're just making sure that we're not gonna do anything. And they got 2 expansions. Croc's got 1, and Thelos has got 1. And he's got more Mutalisks now. This looks very dangerous if he should attack with them. And he's making a lot of overlords because this is his population unit. He needs this to make food. We see that Thelos is making a lot of Hydralisks. He's just stacking up with them, so they're going to be very dangerous if he decides to use them in the future. Lucia's expansion is going very well. I got a lot of Hellions. I am protecting this area here, so they would have a hard time if they tried to attack there. I'm also starting to build a lot of missile turrets because we got the notion that he was making a lot of Mutalisks, and with these missile turrets we can defend against them. So I built the engineering base so that I could make missile turrets, and now I'm building missile turrets. And I'm also building it all the way around Lucia's base because we do not want to get Nidus wormed, which is getting like a Nidus worm, for example, in the back of our base and them spawning units through it, like a network of tunnels, so that they could have a ambush on our base and destroying Lucia's base, and that would be not good for us. We need to keep them in the front lines so that we can have control and stand a chance. And stealth units and air also are countered by this because they have detectors and a very, very effective air attack. I'm also starting to build armory because I want to make Thors. Very powerful assault robots which have a very powerful 250mm strike cannon, which is very powerful against light units and just about every other unit in the game also. It's a very powerful late game unit by the Terrans. So Lucius base is still going good. He's not being attacked. And Crocs is making a lot more Mutalisks and Corruptors as well. Corruptors, they can use corruption on buildings to prevent them from functioning for 30 seconds, or they could turn into brood lords, which are very powerful air units that can attack ground units, but not air. So he's probably not gonna do that because that's very time consuming, and they are using a more mass attack function, making a lot of Zerglings, Roaches, Hydralisks, and Mutalisks, which are easier to mass produce. I'm looking through my Selnaga tower, and I can see that he's got units here, and he's got units here as well, and he's got nothing over here. So we have a good overview of where they are. We have siege tanks so that we can take them out if they should come in from this area, and I have overwatch of this area if you should try to go there. Now he's sending in his Mutalisks here. This looks very scary because he's got a very big air force here. So let's hope he doesn't attack. We can see that Lucia has made a Ghost Academy so that he can train ghosts. He's got 2 of them here. You don't make a lot of ghosts in games. They're kind of rare in Starcraft 2 because they cost a lot of resources. They're very demanding to make. They can also use nukes. They're also a little bit resource demanding, but if you time it right and use them at the right times, you can do a lot of damage and you can win games with them. We can speed up and see what these are gonna do. There's nothing else happening around the map at the time being. He's gonna send these in. And he's keeping it in the tall grass and he's cloaking them. And he's using a nuclear launch on this area, but they're flying away. But they're being thwarted by my gigantic Thor, and they're going back. And this is gonna be an excellent nuclear strike. Bow! Look at that! All those mulisks and corruptors went down, and a lot of them took a lot of damage too, and he's sending them up here, and they're being destroyed by Lucia's air force of Vikings now, and my Thor, and these missile turrets. So our plan has worked fantastic at this time, and now we are actually on the offensive. My Thors are gonna start pummeling these rocks, and I'm gonna send out my Hellions here. So now we're gonna go for it, and we're gonna try to attack his bases. So we can see that he's made his units. He's warping between air and the walkers, and as we can see, he's tearing to stretch this base. At the same time, I'm sending in my Hellions, and I'm roasting this Zerg area. This is gonna be a barbecue of Zerg, and he's got nothing to do about it. We're sort of toasting everything. And he doesn't have a chance to do anything about it. And now I'm sending in my Hellions to take out this base here. And look at this. They're just tearing to shreds everything. They're burning them down. This is absolutely devastating attacks. You can see how much the upgrades have done. And it's excellent counter for their Zerg light army. And Lucia is sending his Vikings in, and he's destroying Crox's base, and everybody's GGing now, and the game is over, and we actually managed to change everything into our fortune. And these two words from me pretty much shows what happened. Sorry if I'm being a little arrogant, but this was a fantastic game. We never thought we were gonna win, and we actually managed to pull it off. Excellent gameplay, and I'm just tearing to shreds this hive here with my flamethrowers, and I must say, very impressive game. The Zergs did a very good job. We thought we were done for, but we actually managed to get to the high ground and protect it, and we did our job, and fantastic game. If you guys liked this video, please rate it. A 4 or a 5 would be excellent. Give me a comment or two if you liked it too. If you didn't like it, could you tell me why? Yeah, thanks for letting me show you this. I'm gonna upload it now, so see you guys later.